Hey guys, I'm Kristina, the office manager here at Precision. On today's video, we're going to talk about how to manage the first phone call when a client calls you. I'm going to take you through how I go through the process with the client. As soon as the phone rings, I answer it with my greeting, and then I just get a feel with the customer of what they're looking to do, get their contact information, their address, email, how they heard about us, and typically what they're looking to have done. I will ask them what type of masonry work they're looking to have done. If they're looking just for a patio, if they're looking to have a pool patio installed. The number one thing with the pool patio is I always have to ask if the pool is installed, because if it's not and James goes there, the estimate changes over time depending on when the pool is actually installed. After collecting that information from them, I look at James's schedule and see when he's going to be in their area. So if he is on the North Shore on Monday at 10 a.m., I will go through his estimates and group them together just so that he's not driving from one shore to the next shore and he's all over the place driving for the entire day. He does not like to do that. How we are different from other masonry contractors, we actually send out 3 different videos. Not too overwhelming, but we like to present who we are to the customer before they even meet us on site. So after I get off the phone with you, you'll receive a video via text message. And it's just introducing who I am, who James is, who my brother Gio is, who you guys will see a lot on the channel. After that video is sent, then James will come on the estimate, whether it be, the next couple days or the following week, wherever the schedule is set for him to come. And after that estimate is done, he will usually text me and say, hey, I just left my estimate, and that's when I shoot over video number 2. And that's just me explaining when they're gonna get the estimate, what to look out for in the estimate. And video number 3 will go out after I submit the estimate to the customer. So typically James will go on his estimates, and then the following day he comes in the morning super early, he does all of his estimates, and then he leaves me them on my desk. I type them up, I go over them with him just to make sure that I did everything correctly, and then I email the estimate over to the customer with the final video, saying what to look out for next, where to look at the pavers, what the contract is gonna look like, if they move forward, what the ETAs on the schedule, how we work our board, and information like that. So let's say we give the estimate and I haven't heard from you in a couple days, or it's been a week. I usually will wait a week and a half. I don't want to be too overwhelming, and I will send a follow-up email just reminding you, hey, we sent you an email with the estimate, just wanted to follow up. Do you have any questions? Do you have any concerns? We always encourage customers to get a second or third estimate. It's better to look at your options, see who the other contractors are, and get a feel for who you really want to work with. Once you give me the okay to do the job, I add you to a board, one of 3 boards. We love our whiteboards here, keeps us very organized. So board 1 is broken down into 3 different sections: the South Shore, the Middle, and the North Shore. This gives me a better understanding for when I have to schedule them and put them on board number 2. And I break it down for crews. So if I have crew 1 working on the South Shore, then they'll pretty much go down the list and work on the South Shore. And crew 2 will be in the middle and onto the North Shore. And crew 3 will do, let's say, just the North Shore. And that's how we figured out our system. It works for us. This way, all the guys are all in the same realm of the towns, and it's just easier for when James has to go from job site to job site. When I'm ready to move you to board number 2, which happens to be our calendar board, that is going to be broken down by crews as well. So it'll be crew 1, and it'll have 5 or 6 addresses. Crew number 2, same thing, and crew number 3. And then I have a board on top, pretty much a huge calendar. And I give you specific dates, but they're always changing with the weather. So I put in some rain days just in case. And then I give the customer an ETA on, when we would be coming. So it would be, let's say, October 12th to the 16th. And then as we get closer to finishing up the job before you, I'm in contact and let you know, hey, we're going to be starting your job in the next day or so, and then you'll receive a contract. Once you are on board number 2, that is when I'm ready to order the material. So I will pull your job and discuss with James, okay, the homeowner went to Astro, they decided on this color with this border, they're going to be doing this wall stone with this bullnose, and I break it down for James super easy. I don't have to give him colors just because then that's just way too much information. He just knows the amount of material that I need to order, and then he will write it down on that original estimate. And then what I do is I send a group text with one of our mason suppliers, and we just send a bunch of orders via text message. We used to do it by phone, but then things happen, it gets lost in conversation. So this way, in text message or email, whatever's easier, everything is right there. So if I have to look back at something, if there was an error on the delivery, which something always happens, it's okay. At least I have it back in a text message. So it shows, 123 Fake Street, I ordered X amount of square footage of pavers with the color, the bullnose, everything is right there. I typically will send my contracts out 1 to 2 days prior to us starting the job. It'll have the same exact estimate that was sent over to you, but just on a contract form, and it'll have a payment breakdown, what types of payment we collect, when we will be collecting the payment, and who will collect the payment. And that all gets sent out through DocuSign. I find it very easy to use. I don't have to have the customer sign in person with me. I was doing that a lot in the beginning, and it was just taking out of the office way too much, and I was lacking on other stuff. So this way I'm able to send it in advance, and then what they do is it's very easy. They get it via email, they sign an initial, and then I print out a copy for when my crew manager is on site, and he hands them over a copy. It has all of the information on there, what we are responsible for, what we're not responsible for. So it's really good to have a contract because you want to make sure that everybody is on the same page and we all know who is responsible for what. And now the final board is board number 3. This is for my guys, which is set up in our garage, and it is also broken down by crews. And I have created a system where we have each guy's name on a little magnet, and we place them depending on the day, where they're going to be, if they need anything. So the night before when they get back, they'll typically write on the board, crew 3 needs 3 yards of RCA. So when my crew manager comes in the morning at 6 a.m., he's off to go get that material before the rest of the crew gets in. So James thought of this idea, and it works great because as soon as the guys get in, they know, okay, I'm gonna be with crew 2 today, I'm gonna be in this truck, and I'm going to this address. And it works, and it's great, and I recommend it. Okay, so that's a wrap for today, guys. If you can do me a favor, if you can comment below, let me know if there's anything that I missed, or if there are any other topics regarding the office management, or anything that either I can do to improve or you have done that really works for you. I would love to hear about it, so please comment below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.